Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. It's gonna be quite challenging today, just a combination of the modifiers and the feats we need to achieve. Anyway, more about it later once we get into it. As always, there'll be YouTube chapters below if you want to skip through to any particular battle. I've done quite a few battles today. Anyway, let's go ahead and review the modifier, the Dune Sandstorm. Now this modifier is, I guess, a part of the problem. Because we keep getting every other turn, everybody get damage over time on everybody, so enemy and our guys. But they've got Traya, so whenever they take a turn, they just cleanse of those damage over times, so it's not really a problem for them. And on top of it all, also it jacks up Traya's, I think, protection up, offense, is jacking up Marauder's unique, so it's actually, this modifier is actually boosting the enemy, it's not even hurting them. And you know, once you take Traya down, because she's the biggest threat, then you want to stall the battle to actually get the feats done, but then you can't because they're not cleansing themselves anymore and then quickly die from damage over times. It's definitely a little bit annoying combination of enemy modifiers and as well as the feats. And then the modifier for Scoundrels, so this is the good modifier. However, it's not really helping us, it's actually hurting us because guess what, we get 50% counter chance. And what happens when we counter attack? We versus trail lead, we get some damage dealt to us, so you don't want to be counter attacking. We get extra health. Well, we don't want extra health because we got damage over times, right? So we're receiving more damage. And then, yeah, the Sith modifier, Grim Machinations. Most annoyingly, they will be gaining bonus turn meter whenever we defeat somebody. They'll be gaining extra health and stuff. Yeah, and offense also. Hey, it's gonna be a crazy one today, guys. I'm telling you. So you have to win with a full team of Scoundrel units, so this is probably the more straightforward feat. Fleet-footed, yay. It also doesn't help that like Traya's special when she throws sabers can't be evaded, right? And then also Science special and AoE can't be evaded. So that doesn't help as well trying to get evasion feat done where some of the attacks you can't evade at all. Okay, so let's start off by the easiest thing to get all the feats done actually in a single battle is if you do have pirates, namely Maz, because then you keep getting foresight whenever enemy Sith take a turn. That's where evasion comes from, and these pirates, they pack a punch, so they get burning for Sith wasn't a problem as well. So if you do have pirates, today is going to be easy. If not, hopefully the rest of the teams I will show you after this battle will help you getting all the feats done as well. Alright, let's hop in the battle. Like, I don't know if I'm playing pirates correctly, it's still a new faction, so I don't fully understand what they do yet, but they did get the job for me. I was just kind of mashing buttons. I hit autoplay in the first battle, but what I've done was their Hondo put captive on Sith and Paratrooper, then they defeated Sith and Paratrooper, and Hondo was then just removed from the battle because he didn't get these 10 stacks of his buff or whatever. That's why I decided to play manually. Of course, if you do have Pirate King Hondo, that might work as well, but probably having Maz for the foresight is what is going to be probably easier thing to do. Again, I don't fully understand Pirate King Hondo. I know that he's actually dodging a lot when I was using Supreme Caloran versus him, so maybe even just those guys can get it done. I don't know, but you gotta probably be careful because these pirates, they do actually deal a lot of damage, so you might kill off these guys too quickly before you dodge 10 attacks. But you can see we're constantly having foresight, constantly dodging all the attacks, so yeah. Today's challenge should actually be pirates versus Sith, not Scoundrels versus Sith. But at least if you don't have pirates, obviously it still gives you opportunity to get all the feats done, so that's okay. Anyway, this is down, all complete, very quickly and easily in a couple of minutes. I got the Scoundrel fleet done, and just to show you as well the evasion. There's a case, I guess, for using Bosk lead, just because whenever damage over times are applied on the enemies, right, we're recovering some health and protection. But just I think Dengar is easier and quicker contract, I think, because with Bosk you have to target Talon because she's the weakest and she's in stealth. So, but I've seen people doing it both with Bosk or Dengar lead. I just opted here for Dengar. Unfortunately, Sith Empire Trooper is not the tankiest, he's actually Traya. So we'll do a Dispel first, and then we can now go ahead and do Mass Assist on Traya, which for some reason triggers already the contract. I'm not gonna complain. Barely a tickle on Traya. Barely a tickle. Anyway, Mando gets a turn. You just want to get Traya out of here. It's not over yet though. These guys, especially Marauder, they do pack a punch. Let's see if we can push back some turn meter. We really need Grief in here to come in with the clans. There we go. So yeah, Grief and Mando really will be doing all the heavy lifting today for bounty hunters, whichever lead you choose. You know, for the bounty hunters, definitely these two guys will be doing the heavy lifting. I guess maybe like also you could throw in Beskar Mando if you have them, just to help a little bit with survivability, but I just did it with pure bounty hunters squad in case you don't have Beskar Mando up and running, just to show you there. Then the next target should be Marauder. Again, he can do a lot of damage because of all these debuffs on the field, and then the rest, you know, it's not a difficult, you just kind of work around them, start annihilating, well, disintegrating whenever you can, and then they fall down very quickly. Sign's a bit of a pain with Held by Hatred. He gets a revive, but luckily there is no coming back from Mando's disintegration. Boom, there we go. Then I did as well like Beskar Mando lineup with Cat. And then the idea was IG-11 as well as Hondo and Embo. They've got some foresight built in their abilities, so hopefully I was trying to stall the battle, see if I can get evasion with these guys done. But the main issue is that Traya will isolate whoever is the tankiest. So she will just isolate IG-11, then he can't spread foresight onto the team. So I don't know, maybe instead of Embo... Well, Embo is good for the Dispel on the taunts actually, so maybe, I don't know. You could bring in, instead of Hondo, maybe L3 for the pre-taunt or something. I don't know. It's some sort of, if you do want to get foresight, I think there is potential, but I had to play around with different Scoundrel lineups. I wasn't able to get evasion feat done at all, so I decided to move on. But I can easily get done the Scoundrel feat. Good thing is, with Mando's Whistling Birds there, you can target stealth units, so I can just get Talon out of here, so, you know, we don't worry about her nonsense anymore. And was really good because he can dispel all these taunts. There we go. I'm supposed to be dodging, not you guys. Let's go ahead, heal up the team a little bit, do a dispel. As I see, Beskar Mando is very good with his dispels. Definitely, if your bounty hunters are struggling to keep them alive, you could throw in Beskar Mando in there just to help out a little bit. I guess you could do Fennec lead as well, because of all this damage over times. You could get contract fast as well. I don't know, so maybe just use your Lord Vader counter for this one, so that could actually work nicely as well. I'm like, there's no way around Science Taunt now. We get pain everybody. Just, I really wanted to annihilate Traya, but just I had enough of Cyan and him being annoying. Although if you see, if I would have waited for a turn, I could have cleansed off pain and then actually insta-killed Traya. But still, it didn't matter. Still was, these guys, they have quite a lot of survivability thanks to Beskar Mando, so eventually we just kind of got them down. There we go. Let's go ahead put, was it Captive over on Traya, just to slow her down a little bit, while we go to another Whistling Birds. We're just gonna keep going after Marauder, because he can do some big damage as well. Let's go ahead, dispel the taunt there. Let's go ahead and, I don't know, I guess call Embo. There we go. Oh, he died for damage over time. So, okay, that was not a smart move. There we go. We nuked out Marauder there with our Beskar Mando, and now we just have to take care of these two guys, which shouldn't be too difficult. Again, I'm trying to keep Traya alive, because as long as she's alive, her allies will as well be cleansing of damage over time. So I was trying to stall here to get, you know, the evasion with these guys, but unfortunately with IG constantly being isolated, there was just not enough foresight going around. Pew 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 pew, Whistling Birds, landing healing immunity, force leap, big damage. Hondo finishing the deal. Now why we go here with Thrawn lead? Well, do you think we get maneuverability for Thrawn so he can quickly get back-to-back turns, so he can, you know, keep swapping turn meter, dispelling Yoda, keep fracturing, and then also whenever we are debuffed, we are gaining turn meters. So Thrawn, because of the global modifier, will be getting turns very quickly, so you'll be able to keep these guys under control. And then of course we need Yoda for his battle meditation. I think you need Zeta on him for that to spread the foresight. There we go. I'm just gonna basic. That's how we can also cheese a little bit the dodges whenever Sith Empire Trooper has got on him Retribution. You can just do a basic on Yoda and he will dodge. There we go, a couple of free dodges already, looks like. Obviously Nihilus there will increase cooldowns. Alright, there we go, another dodge there. Let's go ahead and drop an isolate over on Sith Empire Trooper. Then I'm going to go ahead and fracture Traya, and we'll just keep hitting her in the meantime. There we go. Sure, we'll just keep going. Okay, Thrawn got another turn already, so with Thrawn, let's go ahead and give turn now to Nihilus. He just gets Sign out of here, because, you know, he'll be annoying with his AoEs and taunts and dispels and stuff. Because remember, we need to stall the battle, so we need to keep Traya alive so that we can stall long enough to get 10 evasions done. So that's why I didn't go for Traya first, but I'll just keep her fractured basically permanently, keep wrecking her cooldown, so if she does get a turn, only thing she can do is use her base. There we go, a couple of dodges there thanks to Yoda spreading foresight. Now we have to, obviously Yoda's not a safe, so Traya will not cleanse debuffs, so from here on out we just have to constantly keep cleansing him with Thrawn whenever Thrawn gets a turn. Alright, there we go. Thrawn, another fracture already. Said Thrawn loves all these debuffs, so much bonus turn meter for him. There we go, another dodge there. Let's go ahead, swap with Yoda. We'll just keep going. Let's go ahead, keep cleansing with Thrawn whenever you can. We'll just keep going after Marauder. Let's just go ahead and again drop a fracture on Traya. Okay, so far we are hanging in there. There we go, let's go ahead and spread some more foresight, and next target will be Sith Marauder, I guess. I don't know. I thought I'm gonna insta-kill him, but I guess I wasn't sure did I had enough already or not dodges. So I'm just kind of stalling, again, without feed tracker, like it's anyone's guess, right, how long you've done it. Let's go ahead and just, yeah, fracture, isolate Traya, just totally, obviously, take her out of the battle. And we're just gonna keep kind of here basicing. Alright, there we go. Decided finally to take Marauder down. Just stall a little bit. Let's go ahead and give Yoda a turn, spread some foresight. There we go. Now Sith Empire Trooper, he's got Retribution, so whenever we hit him, he hits us back. Maybe that wasn't a smart move, getting Yoda in stealth, I don't know, because then no counter attacks, but I just wanted to keep him hidden so he doesn't get sniped. But at this point we are good to go, like we got Sign down, we got Marauder down, so two biggest threat here, and between fractures and isolations, cooldown increases, we can basically keep Traya under control. So here I'm just kind of taking my time again without feed tracker. Maybe I've got 10 evasions already at this point. I have absolutely no idea. So I'm just kind of doing basics, just trying to stall the battle as long as I can, keep swapping turn meter between Thrawn and Yoda. At this point, like, I'm not looking too good. I lost Traya, so I decided to annihilate their Traya, and then here I'm just kind of still trying to stall as long as I can. However, these damage over times we Traya down, they pile up very quickly on the enemy, so they just go down as soon as they take a turn. I did my best, stalling, and I was able to get evasion with this squad as well, but again it took me 8 or 9 attempts. Alright, so a couple of easy ways I guess to get evasion will be with Darth Maul lead. If you do have Zeta on Darth Maul lead and Bane, with Darth Maul lead we do get 20% evasion, so you know, eventually you'll dodge enough. So first things first, I just wanted to get Talon out, just to get her down, so we get rid of her unique and everything, so we don't have to burn like through Traya twice and stuff like that. So decided to kind of keep going after her, but she's constantly kind of hiding in stealth, so it took a couple of turns to get her down. Now they wrecked my cooldowns, but luckily, you know, Bane he can tank this. He does need his Omicrons to wreck this squad. There we go, Talon's out in the open. Let's go ahead, boom, increase cooldowns. There we go. So now with Talon out, all what you do is target Trey and hit auto and just wait a couple of minutes and let Bane do what Bane does, which is ramp up, and then eventually, you know, these guys will go down. But they're very durable, very tanky, as you can see, but they simply don't have enough damage to, you know, get through Bane at all. And it's good that it takes a while, so then it gives you a chance to evade 10 times. Like if this would be over in a minute, I don't think you would be able to get evasion done with this squad. And then another option with Rey, then you need both Yodas for the foresight and, you know, basically any other 2 units. I just thought maybe bring in double tank or something, just so that my Rey doesn't get isolated, so then her Yoda can keep healing her up, so she can keep using lifeblood, because the name of the game is stall, and stall really hard, because again we need 10 evasions, right? And again, without feed tracker, you know, you have no idea how you're doing. Again, just wait for Sion to use his AoE before you start using both Yodas to spread foresight, because otherwise he'll just you know, remove the foresight, his AoE can't be evaded, and then, you know, you will lose the foresight. There you go, got 4 dodges there already, 5 dodges. You do want to first whirlwind, get Sion out, because otherwise he can revive with Hell by Hatred and can be tough to take down in the end. Now obviously if you do have Jedi Master Kenobi, he could be a good option, or Jedi Master Luke with the Jedi, lots of foresight. Then for crush them, obviously Supreme in Kylo Ren could be a good option as well, because he ramps up. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. But until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.